Hello guys and welcome back to the second episode of our brand new RTG career mode here with Stoke City. We are back today after kicking off the new save on Monday, and of course if you guys did enjoy, please do consider dropping a like on the video. It's much appreciated. But we've got loads to crack on with today. We're going to close out the summer transfer window where I'm not expecting too much to happen. But before we dive into any of that, we've got our Carabao Cup second round clash against Bradford City away from home. Sorry, it's actually in the first round as we look to make it through to the second round. Come on, the Potters. There are plenty of changes for this game here coming in the Cup. And the first season's really like an audition for everyone in the squad to see if they're good enough to stay with us as Vidigal hits the post and Kumas on the rebound is denied, but a chance for some of the fringe players to get a game today as we make lots of changes, and that might drop nicely for Vidigal, denied, and surely on the rebound. There we go, fourth time of asking. Kumas, the Liverpool loanee, it fires us into the lead. And the cross swung in, it will drop for Al-Hamidi, and Vidigal for two, this time not denied by the upright as his left-footed strike finds the back of the net. Stoke lead by two, and we should be in the hat for the second round. Oh, what a brilliant run. Oh, and it just opens up. Oh my goodness, what a terrible goal to concede. Well, Bradford get one back right at the death, but it's not going to matter. That'll do it here at the Valley as we see out our progression to the next round. No clean sheet for Johansson today, but a win for Stoke City, our first of the season and through to the second round of the Carabao Cup. Well, as we get back to the menu, still no bids for Sam Gallagher, who we really need to shift on, but one does come in for Junior Chamadeu. But that's been turned down, not letting him go as a solid right back for this level. So we'll just head straight into our next game away at Vicarage Road to take on Tom Cleverley's Watford. They picked up a point on match day one, and we're looking to pick up our first of the season here. Come on, the Potters. Corner for Watford, and Sema, the Nigerian, goes over to Tate. Tadze takes over, nicely worked. Oh, and Johansson's dropped a bit of a stinker there. Stoke City behind again as Angelo Ogbonna, the former West Ham man, gives Watford the lead. Bay has it down the left. Look at Nathan Lowe ahead of him, and I see Moran in the middle, surely for 1-1. Moran to finish. There we go, back on level terms. It's been coming, and the loanee has his first goal for the club. Sema down the left for Watford. Ince looks to play it through. Keeper comes, doesn't get there. Watford back in front just before the break. And again, it's not great goalkeeping by Johansson. Yeah, for me, if Johansson's coming for that, he's got to get there. And he can't get beaten at his near post as well. It's not great from our number one. And of course, we've got the young Bosnian lad sat in the youth academy. And I said I'm tempted just to chuck him straight in. And after a couple of goalkeeping mistakes today, every more reason to do so. But here we come again with Moran. Moran runs into Ogbonna. Yeah, I'm calling on the Spaniard, Hosselu, again. We need his quality out there. And so far, in his second spell for the club, we've not been able to get him any clear-cut chances, but that should be two apiece. And is Moran with his second, and an absolute cracker here with the Hornets. 2-2 with about 20-25 minutes to play. Are we going to find a winner? And Johansson will get it forward to the diamond nice and quickly. Junior now takes over, and he's got Moran ahead of him, and he picks him out. And look at Hosselu in the middle. Hosselu coming in, denied by Bond. What would have been his first goal since returning to the club. Brilliant counter-attack. Couldn't find the finish. And I think that might just do it as we pick up our first point of the season, but unfortunately couldn't find a winner late on at Vicarage Road. Well, we've got around 2 weeks left in the transfer window as we see we've been drawn to League One Bolton in the next round of the Carabao Cup. But yeah, 2 weeks left in the transfer window. First point on the board, but still waiting for our first win in the league. And we're still waiting for a bid for Sam Gallagher as well. Nobody has come in for him yet. I keep getting bids for players that I don't want to sell, but nothing for the English. Well, still no bids for Gallagher as we reach our next game. Back at the Britannia as we host the Boing Boing Baggies. I've also decided to list my third choice goalkeeper, as again, just looking to raise a few more funds for a player that isn't going to feature for us. Looking for our first win here against West Brom. Come on, the Potters. Well, I'm persisting with low up top, even with Postelu on the bench. And here he goes, because I believe in the youngster. Low! There's his first goal! And this is why I'm trusting him. I want Postelu to be a mentor for him, but him and Emre Tezgel are the future. And I'm putting my faith in them. Third start in the league this season, and he's finally off the mark for Stoke City. And that's the full-time whistle as well here at the Britannia. Not a great game, and that early goal from Lowe is enough to separate the sides. Our first win on the board, it wasn't particularly pretty, but in the Championship, sometimes you just have to grind it out, and that's exactly what Stoke City have done today. Well, we've had another big bid for Berger, but we discussed in the previous episode that we're going to be keeping hold of him for now. We've also had a bid for our backup keeper, Jack Bonham. We're going to try and squeeze a little bit more money out of Chicago Fire, as we do need to make a sale to keep some cash flow coming in. And yes, still no bids as we reach our midweek fixture away at Bolton Wanderers in the Carabao Cup second round, hoping to get another victory here to take us through to the third round, although there are plenty of chances. Come on, please. Oh, Josh giving it away. Poor clearance. Bolton come forward looking for that opening goal. Collins across the box. And there is the opening goal. Well, it's been a pretty poor first half. And Bolton, with 5 to play until the break, take the lead. Well, I'm making 2 changes at the break. We trail as Postelu and the Diamond Million Manhoof come on as I try and rescue this. As I say, I'm not too fussed about the cup, but we've got a chance. I would like to give it a bit of a go. We're still in this contest. Just haven't been able to finish our chances. Now, Hamady up front, missing 2 really great opportunities. So I'm bringing the Spaniard on as Manhoof denied. Flicked on to Vidigal though. And Vidigal round the corner. Lovely football. Hostelu in the middle. There's his first goal. And that is the quality and the experience from the Spaniard. Picks up the ball and says, come on boys, we can still win this. First goal for the Spaniard back in Stoke colours. Bolton coming forward. Dakris Cogley slides it into the middle. Nicely worked, and that's a brilliant save. Gooch doesn't get there. What the front door is my keeper doing? Where on earth is Johansson going? Well, I mean, that seems like a bit of a glitch and a bug, but that's the 3rd time this season he's let in a bit of a sus goal. I said I've got the youngster in the youth academy waiting for his chance. Where on earth is he going? Well, it's all over here at the Reebok, or whatever Bolton Stadium is called now. I really need to get with the new stadium names. But all over at the Reebok, and Bolton are through. A bit of a cup set as Stoke City, the Championship side, are out. But honestly, I'm not too disappointed that we're not going to have any more midweek clashes. I'm over it. Well, still no bids for Sam Gallagher as we're close to that transfer window slamming shut. So with no bids, we're just going to jump into our next game. High-flying Plymouth Argyle, who are yet to lose, currently sat in 5th place with 2 wins and a draw from their opening 3 games. We're looking to pick up another 3 points after our first league win of the season last time out. Come on, the Potters. Yeah, a little bit short on numbers for this game here. That cup game. Oh, what a touch. Low denied. Yeah, with that cup game coming in midweek and a couple of 5-day knocks, meaning that players aren't available for today. We're a little bit short on numbers, but still a strong lineup out there. And yeah, if we do want to make a push for the playoffs at the very least, then these are the sort of games that we have to win. Gibson's got to get there and does. Brilliant tackle by the skipper. And now he brings it clear the other way. Through the gap to Bay. And now Lowe. Lowe takes his time and scores. 2-2 for Lowe. But that was all started by the skipper. Gibson winning the ball back. Lovely ball forward to Bay. And then Lowe does the rest to fire us into the lead as we look for our first away day victory of the season. What a finish from Lowe. Our juniors bottle tackle. Look at the space for Bundu. Big save by Johansson. As I think Bocat was down with an injury there, hence the space for Bundu. Corner goes short. And Bay wins it back. And that might just work out, you know. Moran to Bocat, who has got that injury, but look at the space he's got. Oh, he's forgotten the ball. And I see Million at the back post. What a save. Brilliant counter-attack. And a fantastic, fantastic save. And that will do it for the first half as Baker heads over the top. Looking for that second goal just to give us a bit of a cushion, but both sides looking like they could score. Hardy forward to Mumba. And Mumba back to Ryan Hardy from range off the woodwork. And Bocat will clear for now. Bundu has it, and Hardy back to Bundu. And thankfully straight at Johansson. Plymouth pushing for an equaliser. Stoke holding on at the moment. Hardy back to Baidu. Phillips had to get that right. He did. What a fantastic challenge by the youngster. And now it's Bay. Forward for Sam Gallagher. And Gallagher making a nuisance of himself. And Bay, big save. And that's going to do it here at home park as once again in the Championship, Stoke grind out the 1-0 victory. Another goal for Lowe in the first half and another game winner for the youngster as well, proving why he's starting over the veteran Hosselu at the moment. Another 3 points on the board for Stoke. Well, into transfer deadline day, we've had a bid for Ender Stevens, which I might have to consider, but Bocat's picked up an injury and it's a 4-week knock. So I think in that case, we're going to have to keep Ender Stevens at the club. I really need to raise some funds, but I'm just not getting any bids for Sam Gallagher. Let me just double check he is on the transfer list, because I've literally not received a single bid for him. Yeah, I'm going to remove him and then add him back to the transfer list. Literally not a single bid for him, and I really need to shift him on. Well, there's a bid for Junior, but again, turning that one down from Osasuna. Don't want him to go anywhere, and just no bids coming in. I think the transfer for my backup keeper's fallen through as well. So, yeah, this isn't looking good, guys. It doesn't look as if anyone's going to leave. There's another bid for Bonham, but they just keep falling through. Hopefully in Turkey, we'll be able to get the deal through. Just have a little bit of cash flow. Did here for Michael Rose, but again, I like him as a backup centre-back. He's a decent option, and especially for our high line, he's got a bit more pace than Wilmot or Gibson. Still no news on that deal for our backup keeper, Bonham. It needs to go through here, and it does. So he departs on deadline day. So we do get a little bit of cash coming in, just shy of £500,000. So we do have a little bit of money in the transfer budget, but not a huge amount. It's more just so I can promote any youth players and give out contracts if I choose to. 1.3 million with the wages off the books as well. I guess that's good to see. But yeah, it looks as if that is going to do it for transfer deadline day. No bids whatsoever for Gallagher, so he will stay until at least January. And I guarantee as soon as we get through deadline day, we will see loads of bids for the Englishman. It's a chat. I'm happy you changed your mind. I didn't change my mind. Yeah, don't jump to conclusions, mate. You're still getting sold in January. Well, You know what? We're through to September. We'll do our next batch of scouting, and then we'll play one more game to close out today's episode as we travel to newly promoted Oxford. From England, nobody making the academy, but we will keep scouting on these 4 players here. And we've already got one brilliant Bosnian keeper in the youth setup, and we've got a few others that we will continue scouting here, especially these 2 14-year-olds down at the bottom. From Austria, again, nobody making the academy, but we'll keep the scouting on these 4. And the 2 at the bottom, Clemens Fink and Timo Hutter, are just 13 years of age. Both look absolutely fantastic. And just a quick look at the 2 lads in the academy. Enes Amatovic looking very, very good. 76 to 94 potential still showing. And for Clemens Waller, 75 to 94 for him as well. We'll keep an eye on those 2 over the next few months and see if their potential ranges stay the same. But for the time being, we will close out the episode with our trip to Oxford. Is it the Kassam Stadium, I believe? As we take on Oxford, currently sat in mid-table, looking to make a push for the playoffs. Come on, the Waters. Now Oxford looking to take the lead themselves, and this time it's Phillips in the way. Brannigan to Edwards to Bradshaw, and denied again by Johansson. A couple of big saves from our number 1. Well, quarter of the game played here has been pretty quiet so far, but that's nice football. Bay, Moran and Bay. Million into Lowe, and that's a great block, and Lowe again, and it's another brilliant block. Now Bradshaw down the other end beats Gibson. Oh, Bradshaw, that's fantastic, and this time it's Johansson forced into the save. 2 million Manhoff towards Phillips, and there's Lowe. Takes it in his stride, holds off his man, and again denied, this time by the goalkeeper. Now Oxford looking to take the lead themselves, and this time it's Phillips in the way. Brannigan to Edwards to Bradshaw, and denied again by Johansson. A couple of big saves from our number 1. Now Thompson striding forward, chance here. Thompson, great run through the gap. Lowe onto that right foot. Lowe blocked again. Moran back to Million. Opens up on the left foot. What a brilliant save that is. And still, we cannot find a way through. Been a cracking game this. And I'm not sure how we're still deadlocked at 0-0. As Bay flicks on to Moran. Million again. Surely this time. First goal of the season for the Diamond. And Manhoff opens the scoring for Stoke City. Corner, Oxford. Keckren over it. Swings the ball into the middle. Great winning header, and Johansson will claim that. Why am I throwing it out? I've got no need to go quickly, but Vidigal picks out Kumas. What a brilliant counter. And Hosselu with him for 2. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I've absolutely fluffed it. And if Oxford get back into this, I've only got myself to blame. And, well, thankfully, we will see it out. And we get away with that big miss, as it's 3 back-to-back-to-back 1-0 victories in the Championship for Stoke City. Not scoring a huge amount of goals, but I don't care if we have to grind out every game by a single goal to nil, as Million Manhoff wins it for Stoke City. But guys, that will do it for today's video. 2nd episode of the new RTG career mode. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll be back in the next episode to play through a whole host of games in the Championship. I'll catch you for that very soon. Take care and peace.